So yes, hello Mr. Sumit Kala. First of all, I would like you to welcome to the platform Margdarshan and especially in Abhiyan batch. Sorry, Parmanu batch. You are preparing for BARC Technical Officer C interviews, right? So first of all, please give me a brief introduction about yourself.
Yes, sir. Thank you. My name is Sumit, and I belong to a village in Haryana near Rohtak city. And I completed my 10th and 12th class from my village itself. After, in school, I was mostly a chess player, but after 10th class, I prepared for IIT entrance exam, and I got a seat in IIT Jammu, mechanical engineering. So I completed my bachelor's there, and my hobbies are to play outdoor sports uh, like volleyball, football, and many more. Also, I enjoy writing poems and making sketches, and I closely follow chess world. So after college, I started preparing for GATE exam. I was always interested in joining these prestigious organizations like BARC, ISRO, DRDO. So that brought me here, and this is my very first interview.
Fine, Sumit Kala. That was a very nice introduction. Okay. So what are your favorite subjects and today, for which subject you want to give the mock?
Sir, I have prepared a little bit on SOM and thermo and heat transfer.
Okay, you have prepared thermodynamics and heat transfer, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I will be basically taking thermodynamics and heat transfer interviews. Subodh sir will take your
Okay.
strength of material interviews. Fine. Okay. So moving towards
Okay, sir.
thermodynamics and heat transfer and fluid mechanics even, that also I can take, no issues in that. Okay. I am well versed of fluid mechanics, heat transfer, thermodynamics. Okay. So starting
Okay, sir.
with thermodynamics, tell me how
Yes.
thermodynamics and heat transfer, they both are different from each other.
Sir, in thermodynamics, we basically deal with the quantity of heat. We do not talk about the time factor, like how much time is taken to uh, for that heat to get transferred. So in heat transfer, we deal with the rates actually. So that is the difference basically.
What did you say? In heat transfer, we deal with the rate.
Yes, rate of the heat transfer.
Rate of heat transfer.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So can you define me what is rate? Can you define me what is rate?
Rate means any quantity that is changing with time, like uh, per unit of time. Like if it is heat transfer, then how much heat is transferred per unit time, like in given time frame.
Okay. So you said rate is basically per unit time. Okay. So how can you differentiate material derivative with rate? Are you aware of material derivative?
Sir, your voice is breaking.
Oh, sorry. Are you aware
Yes,
of
sir. Material derivative.
right? Actually, there's some very much internet glitch. Okay. That's what I'm not able to take live session. I was not able to take the live session even. Fine. Okay. Coming to material derivative, uh, how can you define material derivative and how is it different from rate?
Sir, in material derivative, like for any property, if we want to find material derivative, then that includes like that's total derivative. That includes also the space, like with respect to XYZ coordinate, how that property is varying with space, and also
That's really very sorry in the for the disruptions. Okay, and interruptions. Okay, fine. Let me start. Yes, can you please tell me again the difference between material derivative and rate? I was not
yes,
able.
sir. In material derivative, in material derivative, we take the change of the property with respect to time and space too. So
We have
if a property is
prints in this scene from Skyfall reported.
Yes, carry on. You are muted. Sumit Kala, you are muted. Yes.
hello.
Yes.
Yes. So for any property, if it is varying with the x, y, z coordinates in Cartesian, so we include that, like we take total derivative with respect to time also. Time factor is also there, and space, how it is varying with space, that is also included in
Fine.
material derivative.
Fine. Right. Next thing is, tell me, in fins, which fins do we basically use? And which fins must be used to increase the heat transfer rate?
Which fins are fins can be either cylindrical or like flat, like plate kind. So basically, if we use fin to increase the surface area, if our heat transfer coefficient is less or the available surface area for heat transfer is not enough and we need more, so we provide fins to increase the area.
Okay, give me a second. Okay, so we know that Q is equals to H into area of surface area into delta T, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Why only we increase the surface area to increase the heat transfer rate in fins and not other factors like H and delta T?
Sir, H is basically like it is a property, like it depends on the environment that is available to us. And also same with the delta T, like ambient temperature, we cannot modify that much. So ambient temperature is kind of fixed for us. And also the working temperature, like the fluid temperature, that too is like what can we do with that? So delta T, I don't think we can change that. So, and H is property which depend on the fluid and the surrounding environment. So only option is, I think, area. So we increase that.
So basically, which fins do we use? Like thick fins or thin fins?
I think it will be more effective to use thin fins.
Thin fins, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Uh,
Okay. Yes. So to increase heat transfer, shall I suppose if I am establishing a plant, right? Suppose if I am establishing a plant, okay. To increase more heat transfer, I should be using a square type fin or a cylindrical fin for more heat transfer, or rectangular fin basically. There are three choices for you. One is the rectangular fin, another is square fin, and third one is cylindrical fin.
Okay. So, sir, the idea is to increase the surface area. So, if we see that I can't think, sir. I don't.
Yes, it's cylindrical fin only. If you calculate,
Sir, for
it's cylindrical fin. Okay. It's cylindrical
okay,
fin. Fine. Okay. How should be the arrangement of fins? Means the fins should be closely packed, or it should have, means it should be closely packed. How should be the arrangement? Tell me that. Should it be closely packed or should it be different? Like it should be far. कैसा होना चाहिए अरेंजमेंट? क्या वो क्लोज होना चाहिए अरेंजमेंट फिन्स का, या फिर वो थोड़ा दूर होना चाहिए, दूर होना चाहिए?
I guess like if it is closely spaced, then it will like interfere also with each other. Like fins will interfere with each other, and that will not be effective. And also, if they are not too closely packed, if they are spaced a lot, then we cannot like incorporate more fins. So maybe we need a balance, like we need more fins to have more area. So closely packed, but not too much, like so that it do not interfere with
Okay,
each other.
fine. Okay, tell me, as you are a mechanical engineer, where can you see fins in cars?
Fins in car, maybe in the radiator of the car,
In the
fins are
radiator,
used.
right? In the radiator.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Hmm.
what is the use of that? What is the use of that fins in the radiators? उसका क्या यूज होता है? हम लोग फिन्स को क्यों यूज करते हैं वहां पर रेडिएटर के अंदर? हीट बढ़ाने के लिए यूज करते हैं या हीट
हाँ।
डिक्रीज करने के लिए यूज करते हैं? बताओ.
Sir, to like remove the heat, I think the heat need to be transferred to the environment. So to increase the heat, that is.
I am not getting. Please be clear.
Sir, I'm not aware about it much.
But you are a mechanical engineer, right? Okay, so as a
Yes, sir.
mechanical engineer, if I suppose as BARC will recruit you, right? So how
Sir,
you
your
can
voice.
I'm audible now?
Sir, your voice.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you are a mechanical engineer. Okay. It was a very basic question. So suppose if BARC selects you, BARC wants to select you, not selects you, BARC want to select you. So how you as a mechanical engineer would help BARC in making profits? आपको ही क्यों बार्क रिक्रूट करेगा? देयर आर एन नंबर ऑफ पीपल्स जो आपसे बहुत अच्छा कर रहे हैं, आपसे बहुत अच्छा करेंगे. क्यों आपको ही रिक्रूट करेगा बार्क? क्या खासियत है आपके अंदर? अरे इतना सोचने पड़ गया. कुछ तो खासियत होगी ना. क्यों लेंगे बार्क आपको? दिखाओ वो स्किल.
Sir,
दिखाओ आपकी स्किल, दिखाओ क्या स्किल है आपके अंदर. बताओ कुछ. आईआईटी जम्मू से आपका बीटेक है.
right, I didn't know they can ask such questions too. Go ahead.
Why they can't ask such questions? क्या इसके लिए आप प्रिपेयर्ड नहीं हो? बताओ. ये तो सिंपल क्वेश्चन है. ये तो आपके एचआर मतलब पर्सनल क्वेश्चन है. ये तो आपके अंदर कुछ
The
तो
question simple, but right now,
अरे
right now I'm
उसको
not able to think like.
कौन रट्टा मार के जाता है यार?
Sir,
ये क्वेश्चन कौन रट्टा मार के जाता है कि मेरे अंदर क्या खासियत है? मैं आपसे पूछ रहा हूँ, मैं किसी और से नहीं पूछ रहा हूँ. हेलो. 1 मिनट. गिव मी सेकंड. कर दिए.
अच्छा तुम ले रहे हो क्या? अभी चल रहा है क्या तुम्हारा?
चल रहा है, मॉक चल रहा है. तो बताया नहीं आपने क्या खासियत है आपके अंदर. यू आर नॉट प्रिपेयर्ड सुमित काला. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन आई विल बी मूविंग फॉरवर्ड. सपोज आपसे क्या ही पूछूं मैं. मुझे बताओ, चलो लॉज ऑफ थर्मोडायनेमिक्स के बारे में बताओ. आप जीरोथ लॉ ऑफ थर्मोडायनेमिक्स के बारे में क्या जानते हो? जीरोथ लॉ ऑफ थर्मोडायनेमिक्स.
Zeroth law of. Yes,
बताओ.
sir. So that law gives gives the basic definition of the temperature. Like from that we know about the temperature. Like it says that if two bodies are in contact, then if they are at thermal equilibrium, then like if there is no heat transfer, then their temperature is same. Like if one body is in thermal,
बोलो बोलो.
yes, sir. So if one body is in contact with, like A body is in contact with B and it is in thermal equilibrium, and B is in contact with C, they are in contact, they are in equilibrium, then A and C also will be in equilibrium.
टेल दिस. आपको इंटरव्यू में आपको एक्सप्रेस करना है सुमित काला. समझ रहे हो आप आंसर बोलिए.
sir.
आपको पता है, आपके पता रहने से आप सिलेक्ट नहीं होने वाले. समझ रहे हो, आपको नॉलेज होने से आप सिलेक्ट नहीं होने वाले हो. जब तक आप बोलेंगे नहीं, आप बताएंगे नहीं, दिखाएंगे नहीं कि आप सर मेरे को पता है ये चीज, तब तक सिलेक्ट नहीं होना है आपको. समझे?
Yes, sir.
दिखाइए भी कि आपको आपको पता है, आपको नॉलेज है उसके बारे में. फाइन, ओके. तो चलो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पर मूव करता हूं मैं. मुझे जीरो केल्विन के बारे में बताओ. मुझे जीरो केल्विन कुछ नहीं पता है. जीरो केल्विन क्या होता है?
Zero Kelvin is I think, the lowest temperature that we can achieve. And I think it is theoretically not possible to achieve 0 Kelvin. So that is basically the reference point for rest of the temperatures that we have.
Can you draw the graph of that?
Graph for what, sir?
Hello. Hello.